Right now, I will tell you exactly what will be happening with the crypto market moving further. Right now, I will tell you why buying meme coins right now is actually a mistake and why altcoins actually going to outperform. I will explain everything with proper data out there. I will explain why you should be max longing altcoins at this stage. Sentiment is perfect, everything is perfect, market setup is perfect for just these things. For your cycle is not that, it's here. It's here. The main question is whether or not we're getting manipulation moving further. Or are we going higher from here? Without further ado, let's start. So this would be a whiteboard video and I want to share a lot of things with you currently. I think it's quite crazy. What is the current sentiment on the marketplace? You have to trade, first of all, and nothing should be happening. You just have to trade. You should not believe, right? Holders are getting wrecked heavily and nothing is happening for them at this stage. You have to buy into strong assets and you have to buy into memes, right? These two things I don't understand currently like 100%. First of all, a lot of people are sharing like, look at the assets that are going up after the drop, buy into them. Bullshit from my point of view. If the assets are strong, right, you probably would be able to make a small amount of money, like 3, 5, 10K, depending on your size and how much you actually leverage long and with. However, you won't be able to catch the outsized upside of the real alt season and alts really pumping, right? And most of us right now, and most of the market participants at this stage, especially the ones that were mostly successful this cycle, they never experienced a real alt season. They never experienced a real bull run out there, which is quite insane if you would ask me. They cannot even imagine like that altcoins can just do like 20x, and all you have to do, not trade, just have to hold and just sit there. So long and strong assets like long Hyperliquid on the deep, long Sui on the deep, long Solana on the deep, long like some AI16Z or some Farcoin, fucking bullshit. The only thing that these people want to do to you is make you poor and take your money. They ask you to push to long these assets because they are top holders, they are in the circles, and they are pushing this asset first on the reversal so they can actually dump on you. 100% this is something that is happening. Buying memes at this stage. I have this insane theory that just came to my mind, and that's why I actually recorded this video. Like, there is no plan for this video. This is just me talking, right? This is just me and the whiteboard at this stage. And I actually have a mouse, so I actually prepared for this one as well. So speaking of meme coins, what do we have with this one? We have two very, I would say fundamental things that are happening currently. First of all, we had a huge dumpage on meme coins. What does huge dumpage mean? It means the top holders are actually selling a bunch of coins into liquidity pool. What it results into is that in order to push the price of the token further, what you actually have to do, you have to first buy out all of the tokens that are in a liquidity pool, and only then you will be able to push the price higher. Some people are talking about like Farcoin or like some good meme coins, even Giga, like going to new all-time highs and things like that, even SPX out there. I'm not seeing this currently, and we'll talk about the max pain scenario for this one as well. This is one part of the issue. Just naturally it's hard to push these assets currently. What is the second part of the issue right there? The second part of the issue right there is the fact that most of these memes that are actually at the high market cap, what they did have in the first place, they had supply control. All your Brads, all your PopCat supply control before this dump was at least 40% of supply controlled in one hands. Do you think they were not liquidating through the dump? Do you think they were just sitting on the hands? Do you think a coin can go down from $2 billion in market cap to 300 million without people that are holding 40% of the supply dumping? No, it cannot. And the question I have to you, what should be happening moving further in order for this thing to be able to pump? Again, what needs to be in place? Supply control needs to be in place. But they just dump the whole supply. They don't have any supply at this stage left, or the one supply that they have is actually very, very low. And this is the situation for the most coins out there. Most of these projects, they actually lost the supply that they had. I do believe that the situation with Bread on Base is actually exactly the same at this stage, right? So you have to understand that they lost most of the supply control that they had. They have giant liquidity pools right there, and what if we will have a different catalyst that will even steal more attention from meme coins out there? The catalyst is Ethereum pumping, and alt season is finally happening. Alts outperforming, BTC dominance dropping, and through the drop of BTC dominance, what I was sharing multiple times on the chart, you take the chart of any meme, You take the chart of BTC dominance. As soon as BTC dominance is dropping, Memecoin is dropping as well. Nothing is happening. Only when BTC dominance starts to go sideways or have a small bounce, Memecoin starts to catch up. But a lot of them, they don't even go to previous all-time highs. Why? Because most of the supply control, they were losing it over the year. They don't have enough steam at this stage. I'm talking about the older ones. New ones, some of them, they will be sending, but it's a very, very tough game and most people are losing money in this game anyway. So what is the max pain scenario? This is a very, very important thing to understand right now. What is max pain scenario for the market at this stage? For the market at this stage, market will be buying into strong assets, right? But the people that are current market participants at this stage, and they will be buying into assets that they essentially are familiar with. They will be buying into memes, some like AI agents. We still see them like bouncing on each and every pump, like very, very nicely, right? But these things actually going to underperform heavily. Why? Because we will have BTC dominance drop, because alts are going to outperform, because Ethereum is going to go up like crazy. And I do even think that for some time it will be happen for Ethereum meme coins as well, because most of the charts, they look like pump, right? And they are right here. And what a lot of you might be expecting that, well, yeah, probably they will go higher from here and they will go to new all-time highs. I'm not seeing that. I think that the reason they pumped to this level was the fact that they corrected through the summer, through spring, and nothing was happening for them. And I do think for the ones that will be able to pump further, they would also need a period of consolidation, right? And this period would actually be alt season. And this period would actually be the max pain for the market out there. Because what would be happening for this period of time? Altcoins will outperform, Ethereum will outperform. People, current PvP market participants, they actually need to get wrecked. For the market to fix itself, current market participants, they have to get wrecked. Naturally, on each and every bounce, they would want to be buying into meme coins out there. Even meme coins on Ethereum, right? It's just about the charts currently. If the chart of your meme is like that, I would be cautious. Example for Endian Blast, we are essentially at this stage just doing nothing. So it's a safer type of chart for the potential pump in comparison to something like this. Because this thing just pumped, it will probably need some time to consolidate, exactly as it needed some time before essentially this pump to happen. Current market participants, current people who are taking part in all this like frothiness, it's all this bullshit behavior, they have to get wrecked. They have to surface exit liquidity somewhere. And what is the sentiment? Like, it's trader market, just buy and just sell right away. What needs to happen is them actually getting wrecked on something they will be able to catch, and they will sell too early. Do we have the case when something like this happened already? Yes, we do. October was this month for Solana meme coins. Bunch of Sol memes were actually pumping, and a lot of trader Telegram channels of Solana boys, they definitely had most of these coins, but they sold out of them. And I was checking out these channels. It was hard to actually look at them. They were trying to catch some new pairs and things like that. It's crazy. They were like not making money at all. And in contrary, right now, after the launch of Trump, they were making so much money. Like, it's almost like they took all of the profits from people being too greedy, and from people making money on Trump coin launch. They took most of the money just trading. And this dynamic should be changing. How do these people get wrecked? I just show you. How do they get wrecked? Memes will need more time to actually consolidate from here. And some of them, yeah, they might be in this upward like consolidation out there. Like Sol memes, they're definitely going into this valley of despair, I would say, right? 100% valley of despair, this one right here. And Ethereum memes, I don't think they will start to pump, but they will still underperform altcoins heavily. So they will be this vehicle of underperformance, right? But it will be not obvious for people out there. It won't be obvious for the market participants. It won't be obvious that they underperforming heavily sitting in these memes at this stage. At a certain point of time, the situation will flip. Most likely when BTC dominance will finish the drop, right? And when essentially this will be the drop of BTC dominance. Right here, when it's going to start to consolidate and go sideways, this is exactly the way where essentially memes are going to bounce back and they will reverse. But thus far, the play for this cycle is actually to enter leverage longs on alts and just hold on spot, because I'm also thinking like I'm sitting in leverage longs on altcoins. From one point of view, this is fucking stupid, because like if we are seeing alt season, and I do think we are seeing that, most of them, they will be making like 15, 20x's, 30x's. And imagine losing the opportunity on 15, 20x by trying to sit on leverage currently. Obviously, you will be making way more money if you're sitting on leverage currently, leverage long in ounce, right? And you will be able to hold these longs. But very few people, I tell you, very few people are actually going to be able to hold these things through the whole cycle. So to sum up the whole thing, because I do understand I probably was too fast and too quick, I just wanted to give away this information to make sure I won't forget anything at this stage. What is the current stage of the market? People, like, they were dragged out of the alts positions for 1 year plus. And I would say that last year was the most severe one, mainly because of the fact that it's easy to hold alts when nothing is pumping. It's easy to hold alts in the bear market, right? But it's hard to hold alts when something else is pumping. Pumpage of meme coins was heavily propelled by people just selling out of their altcoin spot and buying into memes. Do you know where most of this money are currently? Gone. This money are in the hands of developers of sold meme coins, in the hands of influencers. This money are gone. Alts, they don't have a lot of liquidity even at this stage, which means that it's also very, very easy to pump them at this stage, right? People are out of the altcoin positions. I'm saying this because essentially it's also the case for me. What we were also trying to do through the whole cycle is leverage long altcoins. Why? Because they were not moving much. Because even through short periods of alt season in March 2024, in December, November 2024, the median for alts was like 2 to 3x, right? Especially the larger caps. They were pumping and they were retracing back up. We were always trying to catch these moves, and we were mostly trying to jump on leverage, right? And a lot of us, we were definitely losing money when we were trying to do something like this. 100%, this is something that was happening. So a bunch of money, they essentially went away to who? To exchanges and market makers. Market makers that will most likely will actually use this money to pump these alts. Not even like market makers, but the manipulators out there. But a bunch of market makers are definitely manipulators out there. What is the consensus currently? The situation is very, very similar. Like the situation to memes and altcoins is exactly the same as it was last year. It's just that they changed. Like right now, sentiment is very, very bearish on alts. Nothing is happening. Everyone just wants to sell. Ethereum BTC is at the bottom. Just give me this pump on altcoin so I will sell and I will buy into Bitcoin. It's absolutely, absolutely insane out there. And what is the consensus currently? Buy meme coins, buy deep on the meme coins. They will pump. Like, man, they just changed the whole thing. And the real way to outperform currently is to buy into altcoins. All of them will go up. There are very, very few good projects from this cycle that have like products that actually have teams working, that actually have updates. Very, very few. Now, I would even say that if you would have a chance to figure out which altcoin projects were actually shorting their coin through the whole of 2024, this would be the projects that you would want to put your money into, because essentially, at least they have money at this stage. They at least would have money to pump their asset currently. But again, so much liquidity should be coming into this market. We just need ignition. We just need like small thing to change. And I have a feeling it will be changing very, very soon. So consensus right now is buy into memes, hold meme coins. Meme coins are going to billions. Not happening currently. Max pain from this chart is not for it to go to all-time highs because everyone is buying this dip. Max pain is to enter a territory of huge cap and handle formation, consolidation, which is also needed for the founders of meme coin projects if they want to sustain with the projects, because if they need to acquire supply control one more time in order to be able to push these assets, they would need this long period of consolidation right here. And this is only true for the founders of the projects that would want to push the assets further. Think about Sol meme coins. Think about WIF. Think about Popcat. Do you think that the founders, the teams of this thing would want to be buying out the bottoms of these memes in upcoming months and sending them back higher? Even Breton base, like even it's insane. It's insane. It's probably like it's very, very small chance that something like this will be happening. I would say the projects that are privileged at this stage are the ones that were able to sustain the same supply control through all the pumps that happened, right? These are the projects that are probably at the privileged situation at this stage, and probably from the Ethereum ecosystem as well. This is the chart I'm seeing for Sol memes. The chart I'm seeing for Ethereum memes is essentially like slightly higher, but still, like if you're sitting in alts through this pump, alts are going to outperform heavily anyway, right? Consensus to buy memes, consensus is wrong. Consensus to buy strong assets on the pump, consensus is wrong. Consensus alts are dead, utility is dead, nothing is happening, it's a degenerate market, you need to trade, consensus is wrong. What's right and how you outperform from these levels, it's like crazy, it's insane. I'm sharing this. Buy into altcoins in the Ethereum ecosystem, preferably low caps, right? And just wait. The main criteria for altcoins are coins from this cycle, so new coins, with products being updated, with teams working on the product. Ideally, you can see certain product market fit that is happening. Several examples I'm just sharing all the time. One of them is Mavia. Mavia is a working game. It has players. They already are receiving revenue from the players playing. They are, if you go in the App Store, you would see that they are updating the game each and every 2 weeks, right? So they're working according to development sprints, which is agile methodology of software development, which is Scrum, which is pretty fucking good. A lot of projects in crypto, they just do nothing through these periods of time. Second thing I like and talk a lot about is Blast, because team is working, and I do believe that the product or a chain of the new cycle is very, very undervalued at this stage. And mindshare on Blast is quite crazy. It's insane that mindshare still is very nice. Like the mindshare of Blast is by far bigger than all of these new launches. Maybe I'm sitting in my own echo chamber, but there are some things that essentially prove this fact for me, right? Some older projects that are essentially doing some things still, and you've seen updates, something like Sushi, right? And obviously like strong charts from a mini alt season from end of November, start of December. Something like Altura, for example, right? But I do believe that Altura is going to underperform short term, mainly because it had a very, very nice pump back in November, December. It did a 10x, right? And yeah, like this chart is very, very similar to the chart of Ethereum memes out there. They will show something because like market kind of sees this as an AI project out there, and AI projects, they're memes, right? So they pumped already. I also do think that if you will be buying into AI stuff currently that has this type of chart, you will be making some money, but you should be underperforming in comparison to the charts that are like down only and were accumulating and consolidating for quite some time. Obviously, this is a riskier bet, right? Because what you're essentially betting on is the change of a trend. And this is a very, very hard bet to essentially make. But I hope I explained everything to you. So to sum up the whole thing, this is something I'm actually seeing as max pain in this market at this stage. Max pain is what? People are buying back into strong assets. People are buying back into assets that they are used to. SUI, Hyperliquid, big meme coins, and AI projects. All of these assets are going to underperform because the current PvP crowd of the market should get wrecked. And it will get wrecked. How it will get wrecked? It will get wrecked through the fact that we are in the traders market for quite some time at this stage, and the dynamic should be changing. Dynamic should be changing to the market that believes, to the market that holds, which is the market by nature. This is altcoin market, Ethereum market, altcoin market. Mainly because if you have utility in the project, psychologically it would be easier for you to hold, mainly because of the fact that you understand that there is at least some underlying technology, the team is working, it has users, it might have product market fit and all of the things right there, right? So believers market and holders market is going to outperform from here. Max pain for meme coins is to actually consolidate for several months and only then pump with people who are still in meme coins, which are a consensus bet on the marketplace currently. They will be just sitting for this consolidation and they will be making none. They will be heavily underperforming in comparison to the altcoin holders and people who are playing in altcoins. Altcoins are a very, very interesting thing as well, because most people from this market, a lot of people that just entered their first cycle, they don't understand shit about altcoins. They never seen them pumping like crazy, right? The best thing that they can do at this stage is just long leverage big alts like SUI and just play with them, right? From my point of view, it's wrong, and they're going to underperform heavily in comparison to you just buying into low caps following the criteria that I essentially share, right? This is something I'm seeing happening on the marketplace. This is max pain for the current market, and yet people who will be joining, people who will be coming back from previous cycles that know altcoin market very, very well, they will outperform, and believers will outperform as well. Because what? Because they will just be holding their assets. This is the key. Market is healthy when holders are just outperforming. Market is bad when people need to trade to make some money. 100%. Right now we are in a quite bad market, and it should be changing. And in fact, I actually do think that it should be changing today, probably by the time you're watching this video, because it will take some time to edit this one as well. You are going to see market pumping because I'm expecting bullish outcomes after the CPI data today. Hope it all makes sense. Let me know if you think that this is wholly crazy theory or it's actually genius, and I think it's genius. I think you're pretty much exposed to a whole review of how you will be outperforming in the market in the upcoming several months. This is absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Thank you very much for watching this one. I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Stay healthy and rich. Bye-bye.